Hey YouTube, how you doing? It is Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. It is 45 degrees out, and it's only gonna, I think the low is only gonna be like 39 and something like that, 41. So it should be a real easy night. I don't even have the heat on now. It is 62 in the van right now. So if you remember, I charged this, let's see, this morning. I plugged this in about 5:30. I believe it was on 87% or 70 something percent, I forget. It took, when I got home at like 8:30, it was on, the display said 100%, but it was still charging. The charging light was still on, which it took it another couple hours till like 10 p.m. before the charging light went out. So even though it said 100%, it was still taking a charge, because that charging light will automatically go off and it'll stop charging it when it is full. So I don't understand why it did that, and that's an awful long time. Seeing how it was only on 87 or 70 or whatever, I don't know. It seems an awful long time for it to charge. So far that seems to be my only concern. Now I don't know if I plugged it into the car, if it would be quicker to charge or slower. I don't know. But it's fully charged now, 100%. And I'm probably just gonna, I just really don't need to charge my phone a little bit and maybe put the blanket on a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to see how cold it is. I think I will plug the blanket in for a little bit just to warm up my sleeping bag. I wanted to show you something that I did. Here's that cargo net, right? And what was happening was all my clothes were kind of, pieces of them were falling in these squares. It was falling out and it just looked kind of messy. So what I did was I got my old gear hammock and I stretched it out to be inside this cargo net. So what I did, I took the edges and I used cable ties, and I cable tied it over here. Oh, I forgot to trim this one. There was some extra here, so I used a cable tie. I gotta cut that off. And you'll see right here is another cable tie. So it's going around the cargo net and around the gear hammock. And this I wouldn't quite reach, you know, with one cable tie. So you can see here I used two. Here's one here, and then it's connected to another one here. Same thing over there. So two cable ties on this side. And then I put one in the middle to kind of gather all this extra. So if you see, the gear hammock is lining the whole cargo net. So now I can put kind of smaller things up there without them falling through, and keeps it a little bit neater. So this is the things that I spend my time thinking about. Oh, so it's late, I should get to bed. I gotta work all day tomorrow, and we're supposed to get 4 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow. Alright, I do have the front windows cracked as usual. I'm not even gonna bother making that carbon monoxide detector beep. Oh, here's what the cable ties look like. They're just these little things that, I have tons of these things. So already, I had this plugged in a couple minutes. It's already, I pressed it a second ago, it said 92. Now it still says 100. So this thing is wacky. So far, I may not understand exactly how this thing works, but I am happy with it. You know, it's doing what I needed to do. It's charging my cell phone and probably my tablet and putting this electric blanket on. The question isn't whether it's working perfectly or exactly, you know, fulfilling all my needs. The question is it worth $100 to me? Is it worth keeping even if I can't use it a couple years from now when I travel, I may be, I can use it when I take trips, and I can use it here in my driveway. So far I think I'll probably keep this. So if I get that male-to-male cable, 12-volt cable, and I can charge it while I'm driving, and that works, and it doesn't take hours and hours to charge like it does when you plug it in, then that would be even better. So I will keep you posted on how this works. This is probably the longest review in history on one item, but it's one of those things that I have to see how it performs over time, and I will just share with you my opinions on it. Alright, well, I'm gonna upload a video to YouTube, and I will see you in the morning. Good night. Hey YouTube, how you doing? I've had trouble with the amount of storage on my phone. I mean, I bought a 64 gigabyte iPhone, so I wouldn't have that problem, but I'm still having that problem. And I always delete the videos after I post them, so it's not taking up room on my phone. So what I had to do was, I took my whole camera roll and downloaded that to Facebook on a private album on Facebook. So that seemed to work. Then I was able to basically delete my whole camera roll from my phone. So now I should have plenty of storage. But it still takes an hour or more to upload a video to YouTube. I don't understand why. Has anybody ever used that YouTube Capture? Is that go right to YouTube more quickly? I don't have to wait for all that time to upload it. If anyone has used that, please let me know if maybe that would be a better option to record all my videos on that. I don't know how good an editing it is. I use iMovie on my phone to edit. Now I have another camera that's like a cheap version of a GoPro. You know, it has the waterproof case and everything. And I use that for my trip to New Hampshire. Now the videos look great on it, but I don't like using Windows 8 to edit videos. It's just a pain. It's confusing. And I don't have an iMac. I wish I did, but I really should save up for one because I hate Windows 8 so much. It's so hard to use, and it's always some type of virus or pop-up. It's just a pain. That's my issue, and the only place I have good enough Wi-Fi to upload videos is at home. Sometimes I don't get home till 8, 9 at night. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm working all day today. But hey, it beats slaving over a hot stove, I guess. So I had a nice meal at work with my client and his family. They have really good food here where I work. So it was a nice day. I may do some stealth camping tonight to get closer to tomorrow's work, closer to tomorrow's client. I'm not sure. I have to see what's going on at home when I get there. So after I uploaded all those photos to Facebook, what now? I set the album to be only me. So I thought, okay, I can put personal things there, whatever. And then I get a few texts from people, and they're like, what are all these pictures you're putting on Facebook? I'm like, oh my God, you can see that? You're not supposed to be able to see those? But I think what happened was, if they were in the picture, Facebook used that automatic face recognition and tagged them automatically. So then they were getting notices. So if you do that, be careful. I don't know if there's a way of shutting off. There probably is a way, I'm sure, shutting off that automatic face recognition. I don't like that. Seems to me when somebody tags you, they should have to ask your permission first, because what if it's an embarrassing picture? I've had that happen. And they go ahead and tag you on it, and then all your friends see you at your worst. So maybe there's a setting like that too. I don't know. I don't really mess around too much with Facebook. So I forget where I left off as far as the instant battery. I believe it went down to 90 or 92 after charging my phone all night and then using the electric blanket about an hour or so. So that's not bad. So I'm going to let it get a little bit, I'm going to let it get into the 30s, I think, or pretty low before I charge it. And I did order one of those male-to-male 12-volt cables. Should be getting that in the next 5 or 6 days. I'm going to see how it works charging it in my car. But I do think I'm going to keep it. So that's why I went ahead and ordered that cable. You know, I wonder how it would work for a refrigerator. Like in the winter, if it works for my blanket, I won't need that blanket in the summer. I could use it for maybe a 12-volt fridge, 12-volt cooler in the summer or the warmer weather. And then in the winter, I don't really need that fridge plugged in because it'll be cold enough. I really don't want to have to deal with ice, at least when I'm traveling. So hopefully I'll have some time tonight to upload this video and have it finished before I need to take another one tonight. And I will continue to keep you posted on this battery mostly. Thank you everybody for all your ideas and your comments, and for everyone who subscribed. And I appreciate you watching my videos. I'm having a good time making them. All right, thanks for watching. Take care.